Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो हारी राय सो हारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So what happens to the sin and the merit? The dharma and adharma. So, it has a validity if you consider yourself to be the doer. The doer is the jiva, the soul. I have done this thing good, I have done this thing bad. Therefore, you are qualified to get the results. But if we put it, naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manne tattvavid Pashyan, Srunan, Sprushan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, Sashan, Pralapan, Vishrujan. I am doing nothing. Things are happening. Meaning what? That I am doer is the culprit who is subjected to the results of good or bad karma. But when the doer is disappearing, then there is no good or bad karma. Therefore, tasmin seto api ubhayam hi nityam jnanena vidvan pratihanti siddham. Anyatha, but the other ones who are thinking themselves to be the doer, then they will have to go through good and bad. Up to here we have seen. Now, continuing further. Kim avidushaha anubhava eva ubhayoho Utanya Tarnena Antarasa Vinashayati. So, between these two, the ignorant one has to go through good and bad experiences depending on the karma. And the other one is, that is the Jnani Purush, is free from both the good and bad karma. Therefore, now the question comes. Gatto bhayam karmana bhujjate stiram shubhasya papasya cha papa karmana dharmena papam prano dadatiha vidvan dharmo baliyana tasya siddhi. When a person is doing good karma, punya karma, on the basis of this, he will be going to the higher worlds, see? Like a heaven, etc. And thereafter, he will stay there and again come back. Same thing with the papa, the sinful acts. There also, because of the sinful acts, he will be going to the bad worlds and suffer or enjoy. But both these, good and bad karma phala, the meritorious deeds leading to good, the sinful deeds leading to bad, both of them, they will have to go through. It is not, I have donated so much of money, therefore I have not paid income tax, so I should be forgiven. No. You will be penalized for the sin that you have done. You may do good. And there, because you have done something good, you will get some income tax deduction, but you have to pay. Got this point? Exactly the same way. We should not have this notion because we are good, why bad things are happening to us. No. It is a carryover effect from the last life, and therefore the things happen. Many people have got this notion. See, we are not done bad to anybody. We are very nice people. We have gone to the temple. We do the puja. We do everything. But why this is happening to us? This is the wrong inquiry. Inquiry is to whom it is happening. So we'll come to know this is happening to somebody. And then where from the somebody has come? The somebody is born after body identification. Therefore, friend, this point I told you a number of times. Any unwanted event in our life, unexpected event in our life is essential for our spiritual evolution. When everything is happening goody, such dreams never break. In that dream, there has to be an accident. So dream is a dream. Good events are also dream. Bad events are also dream. The accident in the dream is also a dream. But to come out of the dream, you require a dream problem or dream solution. See? Exactly the same way. This waking dream that we are going through. Till such time, everything is goody. We will be thinking, oh God. But when something happens contrary to our expectation, then the God disappears. Then karma comes. See, friends. Remember this thing. If we are a devotee, sincere devotee, in every event of our life, we discover God's grace. If everything is happening what we want, and therefore Bhagwan ki daya se theek ho hai, it's being fooling ourselves. Like the sun cannot give darkness, exactly the same way, the divine grace cannot be detrimental for the evolution of a soul. Our life is limited from the womb to the tomb. But from God's point of view, life is beyond that. And therefore, according to us, when I die, what will happen? According to God, when this fellow drops this body, he will be evolving in the next body. Keep this vision of totality. Then whatever good or bad things happen in our life, that we should not take as a curse, but it is a blessing in disguise. So, the wise man, he is very much living in this world, but because he has discovered his essential nature, therefore, the one who was doing the sin or the merit, both of them get cancelled because the doer, Gabbar Singh, has killed himself. In any case, like a person was convicted for murder. So he went to the lawyer, but he said, I'll save you, but you have to give me huge sum. I'll give you, don't worry. First save me. I won't give you in advance. If you will not, then what will I do? I have to kill you also. So, okay, signed everything. And he said, now, when they ask you any question, you start behaving mad. Anything they ask, tai. What's your name? Tai. Did you kill him? Tai. Anything ask, only one question. Then the lawyer said, see, he is insane, he doesn't know. Therefore, he cannot be hanged. Insane person is not hanged. So he was not convicted, left. Then he came to the office. See, I saved you. Now my fees, 10. Insane person doesn't pay. So, when the doer is not established, punishment cannot be given. Who is a wise man? The wise man is the one who does not own doership of good or bad. See, friends, this is the meaning. Dharmena papam pranutiha vidvan dharmo baliyan iti tasya vidhi. Bhagavan ka this siddhanta is so simple, where all the focus should be in our spiritual practice on this I. Who is doing this? Who is not doing this? Once a person approached Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi and he said, I want to know where is God, how is God. So Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi said, who are you? I am Australian. I didn't ask your citizenship. Who are you? I am a Catholic. I didn't ask your religion. Who are you? I am a doctor. I didn't ask your profession. Who are you? I am married. I didn't ask your marital status. Who are you? I am 50 years old. I didn't ask your age. See, friends, we always talk with reference to something. Drop all references. Then what remains? That's what you are. And we drop all the references when we sleep. Therefore, in sleep, there was a football player. He was sleeping with his small baby, very happily. And what a football player will dream? He got a penalty corner. He can't think beyond that. So he got the dream that he got a penalty corner and he gave a kick in the dream. And the child was out of the bed. Can you imagine? Now, will he be punished? See, friends, the more you recognize this principle, whenever, therefore, I told in the morning, whenever you are miserable, you are a strong ego. In this small room, if some rattling snake dies, it will start emitting bad smell. Whole room will be. If the same snake dies in the open space, let the whole world rot. Nothing happens to the total space. See? Therefore, this is one of the good spiritual practice. Do not become miserable. Do not justify you are miserable. Do not compete with somebody else's misery. तुम्हारा तो कुछ भी नहीं, मेरा तो competing with them. See, friends, therefore our Mahamantra, be happy. There is nothing more than that. Now, when the people thus live their life in a goody-goody manner, what happens to them? Many of us try to be good. We are not like other people. Get up from the bed, straight away, they want a cup of tea. Hey, shishi. We get up, first of all, we go to the bathroom, we take bath, and we do all the markings on our face. Then we go to the temple, then we lit a lamp, and then we come to the kitchen. Then we wash the chula with the Ganga Jal, and then we boil little bit of milk, and the milk must come out, and that is given to the fire, and then we start. We are not like others. Meaning, holier than thou. See, friends. So, about such people, the teacher says, Yesham dharmeshu vispardha bale balvatamiva te brahmana ita pretya swarge yanti prakashatam. Yesham dharmeshu vispardha bale balvatamiva. You must have seen these pahalwan wrestlers. They always try to establish. You must have seen that WW thing, fighting they do it sometime. I never knew what is that. Somebody showed me and to Swami, you don't know. I said, no, tell me what it is. This is all fake. It's only for entertainment. And then they come on like that is going on. So the idea is to prove that I am more powerful than you. One example. Second example, see, when I go to the temple, I always put some, donation. I don't like to just come like that. Yeah? I also put. How much you put? I put whatever I have, sometimes 5 rupees, sometimes 10 rupees. I put minimum 1 lakh rupees. Spardha, competition to do good to others. In the same manner, yeshan dharmeshu vispardha, those who try to prove by doing good, but that ego is still there. And what is that ego is again? I don't know here. In India, we have got a certificate called as ATG. You know ATG? Like Parle-G. So if you give this much donation, you get this much of income tax deduction. See? Spardha, competition. So yesham dharmeshu vispardha, they are doing good things, no doubt. But there they have got competition. They want to prove I am holier than thou. In one place, I won't tell you the name. When people told, Swamiji, you are doing so much for the unknown schools in an unknown way. I have got also a lot of funds and I don't know how to handle it. Can you help me? I said, give me, I'll eat it. He said, yes, I can give you all the money. They have got about 70, 80 lakhs of rupees. What to do, they don't know. So, I trust you. I said, okay, then we'll make arrangement. But one condition. Whatever you are building or doing, there my name should be there. So that such a person who are doing good, but I is still maintained. What happens to te brahmana ita pretya? Such good people doing good to the society, ita pretya swarge yanti prakashatam. They definitely go to the heavens, a superior heaven. In heaven also there is Jhopadpatti. Same thing. You know, we have to clearly understand in its totality. Brahmaji gave knowledge to the asuras, devas and human beings. After having given knowledge, he said, okay, now a parting message. Let me know what you have understood. And he gives a message. The. E-H-E. The. Then he asked the asuras, what you understood by this? The. He said, the means daya. Because asuras are cruel. Daya, compassion. Then gods, they are bhogi. Therefore, danta, self-control. Human beings. What you have understood? The means dana. Keep on accumulating. So, these three are not three places, but among human beings only. Some are very cruel, some are very arrogant, and some are simple. Therefore, te brahmana ita pretya sarge yanti prakashatam. So they go into the heavens for a long period of time and they enjoy the light of wisdom. Now, those who are the other way around, yesham dharme naja spardha, tesham tajnana sadhanam, te brahmana ito muktaha, swargam yanti trivishtapam. Now, yesham dharme naja spardha, those whose goodness is not to prove anything to anybody in this world. The best example I can think about this is the flower carrying the fragrance. No spardha, no competition. My fragrance is better than yours. Yours is a little bit, mine is very long. It can last for long. No. Meaning, let goodness be there, but don't become a good person. See? Like the flower has a fragrance, doesn't give to anybody fragrance. Those who come, you are welcome. You don't come, never mind. Therefore, never do good. Be good. And in being good, those who are required, they will be benefited. Those who are not required, they will be keeping away. Because what is our approach? Our approach is doing good to others means whatever we feel is right should be done by others. See? Like the elderly people. Early to bed and early to rise, but the children don't listen. Okay, now tell me, when you were a child, did you do that? No, that is what I am telling. They should do. At least I have not done. You should do. You enjoyed and making them suffer. See? I'll tell you an example. This happened many years before. I was traveling from Allahabad to Howrah many years before. And they gave me the railway ticket. The ticket used to be, that hard kind of card. So I got into the train started moving, the TT came. Show the ticket. So I showed him. This is the common compartment. Get out. This is reserved one. You cannot stay here. Your ticket is a common one. Go there. General compartment. Gadi started. Next station you get down. He came, I didn't go. Then he again started shouting at me. Then I started talking to him in English. When I started this, after some he said, "Take it," because he didn't understand. That day I invoke Angrezi Maiya ki Jai. Then that compartment was full, 3 tier, and on the one bench, one person, liquid spirituality, bottle baitha hua. In the top there are other person. In the middle person, he shifted from there. He didn't want to stay there. So that was down. And I was standing near the bathroom with my suitcase. So he asked me, "How long will you stand?" I said, "Till Howrah." No, you cannot stand. I said, "Okay, I'll sit down." Then I sat on the suitcase. "No, don't sit there. Then come and sit here." So he made me sit. And then he started his drinking. And after some time, when the liquor was losing balance, he was in balance. So I said, "Look here, I'll help you." Then I put the drink in him. No, I gave him. People, Babaji bhi dikhta hai. And after some time, he was sufficiently spiritualized. Then he put his feet in my lap, head toward the window, and slept. Thereafter, about 5, 6, 8 hours, he got up, went to bathroom. He said, "You cannot come continue sitting." I said, "Okay, I'll stand up." He said, No. Now you lie down, I will sit. And then I slept. But that time he didn't allow his feet, my feet in his ear. He said, "You sit your head in there." So I was sleeping. When we went to Howrah, then the people came to receive with the garland and every kind of thing. He said, "Hey, you are a big man." I said, No. Rule is simple. Those who give respect, they are big. Those who receive respect, they are not big. He said, "Anyway, I don't understand, but you are a big man." And he wanted to give some money. Those days, only 100 rupees. No 200, 500. I said, "No, I don't need. Everything is here." "No, I want to give." I said, "You may want. I don't want. I don't take money from anybody." And then he became a little emotional. He said, "Everybody who came in my contact, my wife, my children, my relation, everybody only advised me not to drink. Not to drink, it is bad. But you did not say one word about it. On the contrary, you helped me." I said, "I have no right to advise you. Who am I to advise you? Therefore, you needed help and you give it. That's it. Nothing more than that." He said, "Anyway, you tell me what should I do with this money." I said, "Those students who do not have that merit to get the free ship, or that category to get everything free. But those who are average, neither very intelligent nor ordinary, they don't get any support. Such student you support. Maybe 1, 2, whatever you can do. He said, done. And then he said, now onwards, I promise you. I said, don't promise me. I don't take promises. I tell you, now onwards, I'll stop drinking. And all the money that I was using for drinking, I'll put it for that cause what you told me. What I have done? Nothing, isn't it? The day you accept this principle in life, we are not here to advise and change and evolve the people. We are here for our evolution. But normally what happens, we want to help others. अपना तो सत्यानाश कर लिया, दूसरे का सत्यानाश कर लिया. Words carry meaning, then they become influence. If our words do not carry meaning, it's only noise. Therefore, yesham dharme nacha spardha. Those who are not doing good to prove that I am someone better than others, nacha spardha, yesham tajnana sadhanam. For them, the knowledge becomes the means. And by this knowledge, what happens? Te brahmana itaha mukta. When they leave this world, thereafter they are swargam yanti trivishtavam. They enter ultimately the trivishta swarga. That is the ultimate attainment as the fulfillment in human life. They go beyond the relative world. See, friends. Therefore, we all have to remember this thing. Never holier than thou attitude. Everybody is okay in their own place. We are not appointed to evaluate the people, comment on them. And for that, our mantra is, Dekho suno mat bolo. Therefore, how a wise man lives in this world. Now this is said, Tasya samyak samacharam ahur vedo vido janaha nainam manneta bhuyishtam bahyam abhyantaram janam. Tasyak samacharam. Now the conduct of such wise people, see, the conduct of the wise people is like what? He is no more appreciated by his nears and dears. See how important it is. You know the great saint, Paramam Yogananda? His guru was, Yukteswar Giri. So, Yukteswar Giri's mother, she used to always condemn her son, who was a guru of Paramahams Yogananda. Guru ban ke baitha hai. He doesn't look after the house. The other house people, they are in the they are tenants, but they are not paying money, and he doesn't do anything. Or cases are going in the court, but he doesn't go. What kind of son is Guru ban ke baitha hai? Kaam karo. See? Wise people are never appreciated by the near and dears, because they look upon them in the same old style. I'll tell you another event. Here it happened. There is one girl, I knew her. She did the studies, etc. Now she is a Swamini. So when I went to see her, and we were having tea or coffee, so something to eat. So she told her daughter, who is a Swamini, go and get that thing. Don't get the same thing what you used to like. And she started telling the story of her childhood. Now she is Swamini, but I tell you, when she was baby, she was so naughty, she was doing this thing, that thing. And that Swamini was feeling so uncomfortable. So I made her go. And then I told her, I said, Mama, She is no more your daughter. Behave properly. This is not the way. Yes, she is your daughter. What is your contribution? She is your daughter. Other than giving a useless body, she has evolved by her studies and she has renounced everything. That you don't understand. They look upon her as only daughter. No. See, friends, it is here the nears and dears are biggest obstacle for every spiritual seeker. You know one sampradaya, Swami Narayan Sampradaya. There the Swamis are called as sadhu and they have got rules, 5 rules. One rule, they are not supposed to talk, discuss, interact with the ladies. Number one. Number two, they are not supposed to touch money. Number three, they are not supposed to put on the stitched clothes, only unstitched clothes. Lungi and angavastra like that. Fourth, they are not supposed to take food separately. All the food is put in a bowl, mixed together and eat. And the most important thing, they are not supposed to have any contact with, in any form, with any of the relations. Otherwise, again the mamata, this thing comes. And these, see, somebody's mother doesn't mean she's great. Another example, there was one lady, she used to go for satsang in India. Her mother used to accompany her. And that lady, she was already having her own very much likes and dislikes, too much. In addition to that, this mother, her mother. See, my daughter doesn't like this thing. My daughter, she wants this thing. You are living in somebody's house demanding, is it a hotel or what? With all the difficulties, they are trying to sort it out. And you add and ask many more things. And after that was over, they left. Then maybe after a year or so, then I had to go there. I went and no, I don't require anything, simple. So this is Swamiji. When that Swamiji left, we have taken a vow. We will not bring any Swami in our house. They have tortured her more than her mother troubled us. Therefore, if you really are walking spiritual path, keep away as much possible from the relations. They are the biggest obstacle on the spiritual path. See? Therefore, how a wise man should live in this world. Don't expect any recognition, anything from the nears and dears. They will start demanding. Because I am the mother of the Swami, therefore I should be given a special status. They will be not able to just manage anywhere because I am. How important it is. So, the nears and dears, they are, and the second, those who are other people. So, for both, nears and dears and others, both of them should be treated equally. Somebody is mine, therefore special status. Somebody is not mine, therefore a non-special. No. Because this is how the personality is developed. I. And this I we have to dissolve. This I is the one creating all the problems. इसलिए the wise people, you will see, they don't get involved too much in anybody's life. Be with everybody, but don't create friends and enemies. Bhagavan Shankara writes, Shatrau mitre putre bandhavu ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandhavu. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Live with simplicity, with equally with everyone. Now, such wise people, where they should live, how they should live in this world. And this is for all of us. Now we are getting wise. The first thing I told, relations, protect yourself from your relations. That doesn't mean you go to jungle and become Babaji. There you will create another relation. न यत्र मन्येत भूयिष्ठं प्रावृषीव तृणोदकम् अन्नपानं च विप्रेन्द्र तज्जीवेन अनुसंज्वरेत्. Now, like in the rains, where there is lot of water and grass, so there is sufficient grass because lot of water is there. In the same manner, a wise, sincere seeker should not lead a life of a torture. What the tapasvis do. See, they will be not putting on the warm clothing. Why? No, tapasya. Don't do all that. See, friends, such people become jiddi. They are very obstinate. And if anything doesn't happen according to their choice, they will curse immediately. They are the mobile cursing shops. Therefore, yatra manneta bhuishtam pravrushat ranodakam, where you have everything available easily, food, shelter, etc. Don't focus attention only on the body. See, friends, in this Kumbha Yojana, there you will see there are many Mahatmas. They will be having a very dilapidated body and huge jata and all that. Now, what you want to prove? And you see the jatadhari, they will be always carrying the jata. They don't throw it away or keep it properly. No, I'm yogi. One British lady came with me in one of the yoga, this Kumbh Mela. She said, Swamiji, I want to see something. I said, come, we'll go. I said, now we are going. Don't look to the right. There is one man, yogi, seated, and he is having bidi, chilim, everything comfortably. See that? Yes. Now we'll see, I'll show you Jadoo. We went and now we'll come from that side. And while coming that side, now you look at him. See what is the difference? The moment she looked at him, he lifted his, left hand up and the nails and his disciple. Maharaj is holding his hand up for last 30 years. So what? After we went, what do we want to prove? Friends, spiritual life is, we don't want to prove anything to anybody. कोई निंदो, कोई वंदो, कोई कैसे कहो रे, राम सांगे प्रीता बांधी हो तरे से. We don't have to prove. Therefore, yatra manneta bhuvishtam pravrushat ranodakam anna panam cha viprendra tajjiven anusanjvare. Tajjiva jivane anusanjvare. Therefore, don't torture yourself. Taking no food, I'm not going to. No, eat. Nothing wrong in eating food. Therefore, we have to remove these wrong notions about spiritual life. Spirituality means not sitting in the car. Spirituality means not crossing the oceans. Spirituality means not talking English. There used to be one Mahatma, he is no more, very great, extremely well read. So, and he used to like me very much. When he used to come to Mumbai, I used to go to Namaskar. He will always tell all the people sitting around him, if you want to, in Hindi, if you want to know Gita in English, go to Swamiji. He is the best in the whole world. Always the same statement, 20 times I must have heard. Then he never studied English, old man, and he had that hatred towards English, Mleccha Bhasha. Our scripture should not be spoken in Mleccha Bhasha. Then he told me once, see, I have written notes on Bhagavad Gita. If you can translate them in English, we can publish it. Why? Now, Sanskrit you may write, but who learns, who knows, who reads? So what is the simple thing? what is needed at a given period of time. Use that. It doesn't matter what language you speak. What matters is what you speak. Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rakshati dukrung karane. Dukrung karane means a language, Sanskrit grammar. It doesn't matter in what language you talk. What matters is what you talk. See? Suppose somebody tells you in English, I love you. I don't accept English. Okay. Sanskrit. You are a fool of the highest order in Sanskrit. Thank you. See, friends. Therefore, annapanam cha viprendra tad jiven na anushajvared. Therefore, leave yourself with all the requirements, what is required. But don't torture yourself on account of annapanam, food or the water. That is not the spiritual life. But when it is told in our scriptures, what for? In Upasana this comes, isn't it? Ekadashi karni hai, you have to do this, you have to do that. What for it is? Well, please understand. All these spiritual practices which are told in karma and upasana is for two purposes. One, we have to discover independence from things and beings. One purpose. Second purpose, we have to discover self-confidence. A person who cannot discover independence from things and beings, and he who doesn't have self-confidence cannot walk the spiritual path. How it is achieved? For example, early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Yes, we know. But what is our life? Late to bed and late to rise is a guarantee to be unhealthy and otherwise. Oh, now follow that. So when you go from the retreat, then you will get inspired for a few minutes. And then, okay, from tomorrow onwards, I will get up early in the morning. Tomorrow comes. Early morning comes. Your sleep is also over. But then, your mind comes to your help. See, I am now crossing around 60. Till date, I never got up early morning. What difference it made to me? These Babajis have nothing to do. They go on telling and we want to follow. And again you go to sleep. Then as usual, at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock you wake up. And then come on, yaar, today also I could not wake up. I had decided to wake up. I don't know what happens to me. You repeat it 3-4 times. You come to a conclusion. I can't. Meaning, zero self-confidence. He who doesn't have self-confidence can achieve nothing in life. You know, technically, Atma Vishwas, self-confidence. Atma Vishwas is Paramatma Bhakti. What we call grace of God, from God's point of view, is self-confidence from our point of view. These two things are the same. So, a devotee, he has got full confidence. God has always helped me. I will not be disturbed. Self-confidence. And it happens. See, friends, therefore, all these sadhanas which are told, they are told to us to discover our essential nature, and thereafter all other things are secondary. So when you get the food you eat, enjoy. No, I will not. No, don't suffer like that. Torturing and suffering is not spiritual life. At the same time, eating so much, ab jata hi nahi andar mein. Yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Eat 3 times, little. Okay, Maharaj. After this is done, continuing further, yatra kathayamanasya prayachatya shivam bhayam atiriktameva kurvan sasreyan netaro janaha. Yatra akathayamanasya prayacha ashivam bhayam. A place where people do not respect you, they insult you, and those who do not receive you with great honor, etc., those who do not think good of you, and those who can insult you very easily, in such a place, the wise man should remain. Otherwise, the small little things, ego becomes very strong. What do you know? I know everything. Have you studied Upanishad? No, I have studied. See, friends. So these are the places where we are facing the spiritual examination. Friend, this is another principle I emphasize number of times. For the path of knowledge, every single event of our life is a spiritual examination. Examinations will be providing difficult situations. And in that examination, we fail if we get hurt. We fail if we react. We fail if we carry good or bad impressions on our mind. Then we are not walking the spiritual path. And for that, this is the way. Yatra akathaya manasya prayachati ashivam bhayam. Therefore, do not try to prove anything to anybody. Friends, our spiritual practice should be so secret that nobody should even suspect that we are walking the spiritual path. Otherwise, we start only acting spirituality and not living spirituality. So, yatra akathaya manasya prayachati ashivam bhayam atiriktam iva kurvan. And they are rejecting us. Sashreyan netaro janaha. That is good for the seekers of the truth. Otherwise, small little things are enough to disturb us, and this is where we are going the wrong way. In, I think, Manusmriti, this beautiful thought comes. Sanmanat brahmano nityam udvijed vishadiva amrutaseva chakankshid avamanasya sarvada. If you want to walk the spiritual path, then reject the respect and reverence as a poison. Amrutasya eva chakankshid. If you want to have immortality attained, avamanasya sarvada. Don't demand respect from anybody. Whenever we demand respect, we don't command. Therefore, sammanana param hani yogyadvair krute yata denena vamata yogi yoga siddhim cha vindati. These are so important things, friend. You know, one of the great Mahatmas whose life has influenced my life, he learned from so many Mahatmas throughout his life. And ultimately, one Mahatmaji, he revered him as Guru. And although he revered him as Guru, he has hardly ever did namaskar and touch his feet. All the time holding on, that is not meaning, no need. Everything is in your heart. External is okay in its own place. Therefore, if we feel where you are not being respected, insulting you, they are your friends. That is your examination. Don't get insulted. Then, continuing further about the food, etc. Yo va kathayamanasya yatmanam nanu sanjvaret brahmastvam nopahanyadva tadannam sammatam matam. Now, what is the type of food? See, there was one Mahatma who stayed in somebody's house, like I am staying in his house. But I am not a Mahatma. So, when he left, those people were cleaning the house, the room and all that. And they found there was one table piece like this. It was missing. So they think where it has gone, where it has gone. They did not suspect even once that it might have been taken by the Mahatma. So they tried everything, they could not find out. Maybe the maid servant has taken all these kinds of things. After 3 days, that Mahatma came back. He said, "You are searching for the tablecloth." I said, "Yes, it is with me, take it." Then he said, "That day we went to take food in somebody's house. Who are those people? Why? Now you tell me." Then he said, "No, they were smugglers. They do this, they do that, but they help always. Lot of money they give to good charity. So it was from their house we have taken food." He said, "This is the impact." See, friends, it is so important. Food has a direct impact on our mind. In one Upanishad, a story comes. A student asks, "Sir, this we are able to understand. The subtle things control the gross. Electricity is subtle, controls the gross. We understand. But how can gross thing will control the subtle? Food is gross. How can it control the mind? Because you are telling all the time about pure food and all that. How it is possible?" He said, "Oh, my dear student, you are very intelligent. Nobody asked such a question." Student started bloating. He said, "Okay, we'll think about it. Now for the time being you have come. I heard you chant Purusha Sukta very well. Please chant for me." He starts chanting. Om Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad. Wow, you are really a genius. Now onwards, you are not taking lunch, dinner or tea, coffee. Okay? No, you cannot take now. He has to stop taking Guru Agya. And then you can't go out also, you sit here only. Or else you will eat. Breakfast time gone. Guru Maharaj called the food at home in his room and ate. And he is watching. Thereafter, lunch time, there only he called the food. He is watching. And 1 day, 2 days, after 2 days, again he said, "See, that day you chanted Purusha Sukta very well. I liked it so much. Can you chant it again?" Huh? Purusha Sukta. Purusha Sukta. Same thing. Om Sahasra Shirsha. Oh. Om Sahasra. Sahasra Nama Tatulyam. No. Sahasra. He was not able to chant. Then he said, "Okay, dear mind, now go and take little lime water and little food. Don't eat too much. Okay? Slowly, in a day or two, you'll be all right." After 2 days, he became okay. He said, "Now I will not chant." He said, No, I will not punish you. Chant. And he chanted perfectly well. He said, "You got the answer? Your question was, how can gross things influence the subtle? Mind is subtle. Food is gross." See, friends, it is so important what kind of food we eat. And that is why it is so important. Eating anywhere, anything, and then thinking, I don't know, today when I was doing meditation, I used to get belching. What was that? That is the Omkar coming. Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu. Eat 3 times a day, but remember, this is not the last supper. our Yoga Shastra tells, eat 50% of your capacity, 25% fill with water, and 25% leave for ventilation. Then slowly your health will come to normal and mind will function properly. Because you must have been doing, when you do the grinding or something, and in that grinder, if the stuff is filled back to the thing and you want to move, it will not move. You require some emptiness. Same thing. Therefore, how we should eat, what should be eaten, etc. So, Yova kathayamanasya atmanam nanu sanjvaret brahmatvam nopahanyadva tadannam sammatam mata. So what should be the annam? What should be the food that we should take? See? If somebody is creating problem, disturbance again and again, you are at peace with, but they don't like. So we should have two options. Go away from there. Or else do what you are doing. What? Huh? As if listening. This ability is the highest ability. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Now this Maha Mantra, I am talking, but you are practicing. See, Maharaj. Therefore, the food which creates a uncomfortable feeling towards a person or the food, avoid that. इसलिए food should be such, the one who is giving and the food that is given should not create any kind of uncomfortable feeling in our mind. Thereafter, what should be the conduct of the wise man? नित्यमज्ञातचर्या में इति मन्येत ब्राह्मणः ज्ञातीनां तु वसन मध्ये नैव विन्देत किंचन. This is one of the most important principles, because of which you must have seen many places, in many retreats, they have some period kept. Now these people should discuss among themselves what you have learned. So 5, 6 will come together. One who has got a long tongue, he will keep on talking. Others will be suffering silently and blah, 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 blah. That is completely destroying yourself. Therefore, nityam ajnata charya me iti manneta brahmana. Nobody should even suspect that we are walking the spiritual path. When we think we are walking spiritual path, we consider ourselves to be extraordinary. Friends, spiritual life is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. Therefore, ajnata charya me. This charya word is used in the Jain philosophy. Charya means conduct. So, nityam ajnata charya. Nobody should do it. Normally you are living. That's it. You don't have to teach anybody. Play with the kids. As if nothing. Take interest in everything. So, nityam ajnata charya me iti manneta brahmana. This should be the practice. Don't try to prove yourself to be holier than others. No. Normally this happens with these people who walk the spiritual path. Holier than them. We are not like others. We are worse than that. See? Nityam ajnana. This I am telling you because we come across many places. They will be talking. In Delhi it happened. A nice family. I was taking food in their house. One lady used to come for satsang. Very simple and very average type of lady. So she came in some box. She got this pakoda made out of onion. And this, my hostile rather, she became so angry. You brought this onion for Swamiji. Do you know? Mahatmas don't eat onions, take it away. That old lady became so I winked at her. But Swami is not supposed to wink. And then, to send my hostile back, I asked her, I said, Mama, I wanted green chili, you have not brought it. Oh, sorry. She went inside. Then I told, I said, Mama, give. And I took pakoda, kept it in my plate and ate. She said, Swamiji, Mahatmas don't eat. Why are you eating? I said, because of you. Why? Why you call me Mahatma and want me to behave according to your definition? I am a CH Atma, Chota Atma. I am not a Mahatma. Then I told, I said, माँ हम लोग गाली खाते हैं, प्याज खाने में क्या खराबी? Don't become extraordinary in life. नित्यम अज्ञातचर्यामि इति मन्यते ब्राह्मणः ज्ञातीनां तु वसन्मध्ये नैव विन्देत किंचन. And in the group of people with whom you live, what should be the way is the next topic. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.